So, hello, Aries, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. It is a general message, so take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit. There's plenty of other readers on YouTube doing 2020 predictions at this time that might be more aligned with your vibe, okay? For those of you not familiar with me or the channel, I do use profanity. I talk about adult things. I do not filter my messages whatsoever. So if that is not your thing, you have kids around and you just don't appreciate it, respectfully, I get it. And I'm always giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, Aries, we're going to be getting into this message. Aries, just know if you are not an Aries, I was pinged to say this is extremely important, especially if you have a Mars retrograde in Aries placement. All right, strong Aries placements. Very important. The overall message coming through, the overall theme, we got defend to the end, the worthwhile. Ascended Master, Hilarion, and Green, Chrysoprase with discernment, and have faith in your dreams with the waxing crescent moon. Defend to the end the worthwhile is about understanding what it is that you are coming to the defense of, what you are protecting, what you are not willing to let go of, and coming into the acknowledgement that what you've been defending or trying to hold together is not actually worth it. Whether it's a job or a person, it's almost like you're insistent on keeping them a part of your reality, and they are detrimental to your progress, and they're keeping you locked in karmic cycles, because at the end of the day, you're trying to improve them or make them better or more of what you want, and they're just not. They're just not. You're trying to do something, and trying is a bullshit word. Okay, they either are or they aren't. You do or you don't. There is no try. Okay. This is about understanding where you're putting your energy, where you're putting all your thoughts, where you're putting all your efforts, what you're spending your money on, where you're spending all your time. Whatever you're doing or wherever you are, it is not worth it. Even if it's a family situation or a marriage, it is not worth saving. Okay? It is not worth saving. Ascended Master Hilarion is the high priest of the temple of truth. And he works with the fifth ray. Okay? Very powerful energy. Discernment is understanding what you are holding on to or defending out of fear state, and what you are actually needing to do in alignment with yourself, with your joy, with your happiness, when you value your energy. Okay? Discernment. It's not what you think you are supposed to do, what you are told you are supposed to do, but what actually feels better. So people will tell you, stay in this relationship, stay in your marriage, stay in it for the kids, stay in that job, you need that money, you need this house, you need this, da, 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 da. But if it doesn't feel good, if it's draining you, it is time to wrap your head around letting it go. And being in that bold Aries energy where you take the lead in your life. Having faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. New moons are all about manifestation. So the waxing crescent is building towards a full moon. So there's multiple waxing crescents throughout the year. We deal with them every month, okay? So Aries are going to be going through consistent challenges this year in the practice of discernment and what you're defending. Every time a new moon passes, you're going to be challenged with letting certain things go in order to manifest what it is you really truly want on a soul level. Okay. I feel like this has already been what you've been dealing with all of 2019 just because of the way the year starts, okay, for 2020. This is a major, major lesson, and it cannot be missed. When you are taking your time, when you're taking your money, when you're putting your efforts, when you're giving your love or your body to someone or something that is not in alignment, you're stressed, your body's tired, your health starts to suffer, you're not eating right, you start losing relationships with the people, the lights in your life that have always had your back, you start becoming disconnected, and people start to not resonate with you anymore. Okay, the people that had your highest good at heart stop resonating with you. And this is a challenge. This is a big challenge for you, Aries, because whatever it is, the universe is saying very clearly throughout this message that it has to stop. Okay, it has to stop. This is a big lesson. You have to trust. You have to trust the truth in your heart and your soul that says that whatever you're doing is not aligned. You are in a karmic cycle, a lesson learning cycle, and you need to learn the lesson to trust the way you feel, trust what you're sensing, trusting the physical signs of your body, trusting that when it's telling you you're tired, when you're mentally exhausted, when you emotionally just can't handle other people, it's because you're tapped out. Your energy's tapped out, and if you're running on empty, you are in the wrong place with the wrong people, and it needs to be recognized. We have major, major, major number synchronicities. As we get into the overall tops and bottoms on the primary deck, we do have the Knight, or rather the Page of Wands in the back face with the Moon card. The Moon is number 18. On the clarifying deck, we have the Six of Wands with the Hanged Man, and 6 and 12 is also 18. As we get into the rest of the months, you'll notice January is an 8. February adds up to 11. We also have another 1 in March with the 10 breaking down to a 1. We have another 10 breaking down to a 1 in April. We have an 8 and a 10 in May for 18. We have 11 and 18 in June. It's insane, Aries. It's insane. The best month you have is probably July. And then we get into another 8 and a 1 in August. We have the Star, which breaks down to an 8, plus the 3 is another 11. We have the Chariot, which is a 7, and then we have the 1 and the 2, or with the Judgment card, so it breaks down to a 3. And then we have another 2, 5 for a 7. So your vibe starts to shift by the end of the year. But you are in this energy of 1s and 8s through the entire year. 11s, 1s, 8s, the entire year. 1s are about pushing for new beginnings. 8s are about ending karmic cycles. And 11s are about self-mastery. The balance within the self, that you can get your head, your mind, to decide and choose and call shots and take action on what you actually feel in your heart space that resonates. That's when your mind and your heart are both checking off on it, despite fear. Despite fear. This is about having faith in your dreams. If you dream of being happy, if you dream about a partner who supports you and has your back, if you dream about a career that you enjoy with a schedule that works for you, if you dream about living in a certain home or having a certain car or having, certain whatever, if you dream it, you have to be able to align yourself with it. This is huge, huge, Aries. I cannot stress it enough. Whatever you're doing, you have to get out of your headspace and into your heart space and allow yourself to call shots and take actions from your heart, from your sensing. That is your soul song. That is what's going to help you achieve all of these dreams. You have to have faith. Otherwise, this cycle starts over in 2021. Okay. So, getting into the actual energies on the tops of the deck, the primary deck with the Page of Wands and the Moon card. The Page of Wands is Phoenix rising energy, complete reinvention of the self, beyond the facade, beyond the program, beyond the illusion of the moon, where you're trying to protect yourself and giving your loyalties to the falseness that is your facade, pretending to be happy that everything will be okay and you can continue this way for the rest of your life, when you know damn right well that would suck. That would fucking suck. Okay. The clarifying cards, tops and bottoms, the Six of Wands is about victory over your demons when you look at things from a new perspective with the Hanged Man and get yourself out of stagnation. Take that in for a second. This is a complete reinvention of the self to remove the loyalty you have to protecting the facade that is not in alignment with you, to claim victory over your demons by shifting your perspective that you can create your dream by choosing different actions in alignment with what actually feels good. It is that simple. And as much upheaval and rearranging as that might do in your reality, it is the only way the divine is going to gift you the blessing of achieving and manifesting your dreams. And this is what the divine has planned for you in order for you to learn and reach that conclusion. Getting into January, we have the Knight of Cups in the back face with the Eight of Swords. This energy is about wanting to move forward from the heart space with an offer. However, it's in the nighttime, and so it's only being thought about and or felt on a subconscious level, potentially in dream state, and being completely trapped in the mind with the Eight of Swords about it, because there's a fear in the mind about getting hurt. Maybe you've already been hurt. Maybe you don't want to be hurt anymore. And that's why you're not willing to actually extend the offer that feels good, that you want to do, that you want to take. The person you know builds your happiness. There's a fear of being hurt there. I'm being guided by Spirit to tell you the fear is unfounded. The fear is unfounded. If this person has potentially hurt you in the past, I want you to recheck and reflect on what actions you may have done in order to cause them to get upset and potentially hurt you or leave you or whatever. Okay? Because your thoughts are there, your sensing's there, your dreams might be there, and there's just this fear stopping you. But there's nothing to actually be afraid of. It's almost like you're afraid of yourself, that you would botch it and not be able to hold it. And that's because you're learning how to discern, you're learning how to trust yourself, and you're learning how to defend what is worthwhile to the death. You're learning to defend it to the death instead of sacrificing it because it's too hard or it's too risky or it's too whatever. Like, fuck all that. You need to get out of your headspace. Moving into February, we have the Nine of Swords with the Two of Cups in the reverse. If you don't check yourself in January, your fears will absolutely get the best of you come February. And your fears are going to block that open window, and you are going to lose a divine soulmate or counterpart, a sacred soul connection, very near and dear to your path and purpose here. Okay. Instead, In March, you give and present a tangible offer to someone else with the page of coin and the wheel of fortune in the reverse. This is a huge mistake. You're coming from a place of quote unquote love because maybe you care for this person. You want to see them succeed. You want to see them do better. Maybe you want to see the life with them successful. But it's not in alignment, and your heart space knows it, and your mind is telling you it's logical, it makes sense, it's the right thing to do, and it is not. It is a huge mistake. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is the universe lining up to hit you with the big fuck you stick. I'm telling you in advance. You are setting yourself up for a tower moment. Okay? Moving into April, we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse on the front face with the Knight of Coins. This is because Spirit's asking me to read it in a specific way. This is not about releasing self-sabotaging behavior. This is about refusing in your own mind to release self-sabotaging behavior. You have an opportunity to be cautious, tactful, and make highest good choices. And you're resistant to letting self-sabotaging thought patterns go. This specific Knight of Coins, she's wearing a mask. This is the facade. You're playing it safe, Aries. That's what you're doing. You're playing it safe, and you are royally fucking up doing that. Playing it safe sounds like a great idea. Doing what everybody else wants you to do, short of one person maybe disagreeing, it sounds like a great idea. Well, fuck it. If one person's disappointed, oh well, I'm pleasing whoever else, and there's 20 of them. Aries, please take a risk on yourself from the gate. You do not have to go through an entire year with these challenges if you can trust yourself from the beginning. Insight is priceless. Foresight is priceless. You can choose better for yourself in alignment at any time. Because come April, you are putting yourself in a position for May, with the Eight of Coin in the back face, which is all about having to work on inner child wounding, not feeling deserving, not feeling worthy, feeling insecure, doubting the self, having to get over those hurdles because it's keeping you from emotional fulfillment with the Ten of Cups in reverse. The universe is forcing you to do the inner work because you didn't get it. You missed the window that was presented to you in February. You missed it. You missed it. And had some brilliant idea to go over on Easy Street in the safe direction, the quote unquote safe direction, only to realize you've completely toppled your fulfillment. You've completely toppled your happiness and buried it. There is no happiness coming from whatever you chose. There's no fulfillment coming from whatever you chose. There's always something missing. Never feeling like it's enough. Never feeling like you're actually satisfied with life. Moving into June, we have Justice and the Moon. Here's the big fuck you stick from the universe. Karmic justice comes in June. The light of the moon is shining real bright. Real bright. And you're asking yourself, what the fuck did I do to deserve this? What the fuck did I do to deserve this? I took all the right steps. I did everything I was supposed to do. I'm working on these relationships and those relationships with these people that, I feel like I have to be there for them because, I might be judged or whatever if I didn't. What did I do wrong? You didn't listen to your heart. You negated your soul song and chose something else to please others or do what was expected of you. And Lady Justice is blind. Lady Justice does not care if you're a good person or a bad person. It doesn't matter what you quote unquote deserve based on how you give to the wrong people. She brings her sword in to cut clear what is not in alignment with your truth. Ascended Master Hilarion is your guide this year. You're defending a path that is not in alignment. And that is why the big fuck you stick from the universe comes in to hit you. Literally, to hit you over the head. Like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your choices? Why are you spreading yourself thin? Why are you draining yourself? Why are you always struggling? Why do you always feel it's not enough? Because you're not in alignment, hon. Lady Justice comes in real fucking hard, real fast, and she slaps that illusion right off your face. Slaps the mask right off. And you're staring down the barrel of your shadows. Like, damn. Damn. In June. Which is why July is your best month. Because now you're forced with the Four of Swords and the High Priestess to retreat and reflect on your intuition, forcing you to choose to go within, to potentially isolate yourself, to rest, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, being forced to rest so that you can reflect on why it didn't work out. Why you got hit with the big fuck you stick by the universe. Having to go within. And the recognition is that it wasn't in alignment, and you knew it and you sensed it, and you chose the logical choice instead of the heartfelt choice. The heartfelt choice is what resonates with your soul. You can find a million reasons to negate it, but at the end of the day, it's the only option that feels right. It's the only option that makes sense to your soul. Even if all the logistics are off. The universe said, don't worry about the logistics. Let me worry about the logistics. I just need you to choose what your soul feels. And so you reflect on what you want. Moving into August, we get the Eight of Swords in the back face and the Ace of Wands. The Eight of Swords in the back face, Spirit is communicating with you. The Eagle is present. Archangel Michael is protecting you, trying to keep your head clear so that you can start a very passionate new beginning in alignment. This is a second shot, right? Because the first shot was in February and you missed it. Now you're getting a second shot, July going into August. You have an opportunity to clear your head, to listen to your inner guidance, and start a brand new path in alignment with your soul wish. The soul wish is present in September. The soul wish is present in September with the Star card. It requires you to end a contract with the Three of Coins in the reverse. If you want this passionate new beginning in alignment with your highest good, chances are you have to break a contract with something or someone, whether it's a job or a family you have financial ties to, or a friend. It doesn't matter. Soulmate, partnership that's not in alignment, you got to let it go. You got to break the contract because your soul would have it that way. It's your soul wish, your highest soul wish with the star card. This is your opportunity. Come October with the Chariot and the King of Cups. I think you're really considering moving forward after all that you've been through from July on to this point. I don't think you've actually made any moves because all of the cards in September and October are in the nighttime. So it's all in the realm of thought, dream state, daydream, night dreams, doesn't matter. You're thinking about it. You're thinking about this soul wish. You're thinking about what you have to do to get there. You're thinking about moving forward. And you're very emotionally detached with this King of Cups. Have a lot of deep emotions, a lot of deep feelings, and coming off very stoic, very statue, stone-like, not showing anything. You're thinking about moving forward on your divine path, and it is slowly crumbling behind you with this Chariot card. It's slowly crumbling. The chains have been broken. You are free to go. And you're thinking about it. Mind you, Aries, Mars retrogrades around this time next year. September, October, it's retrograding. It's challenging you to take your highest good actions when all the chips in the cosmos are lined up against you. And if you're not privy to that, if you're not paying attention, if you're not trusting your discernment, which is the challenge of the year, come November, we get the Ace of Coin with the Judgment card. The Ace of Coin in this deck, in this face, is a conditional new beginning. A conditional offer to start new. So whatever blew up in your face from the beginning of the year, it's coming back to challenge you again. Are you really going to do it again? Are you really going to chance it? Are you really not going to listen to yourself? Are you really going to let your head call the shot without taking into consideration the fact that your soul is telling you something does not feel right moving forward with this again? And the Judgment card in this deck is quite literally the resurrection of your demons. The shadow being reborn into the reality. Whatever this conditional new beginning is, it's the return of your demons, the return of your triggers, the return of your drain, the energy drains. You're welcoming self-sabotage back in November. December, we have that Two of Cups. And it comes out with the Five of Wands. This soulmate energy, whether the soulmate is a job and it's a boss or something like that, or if it's a partner or family member, friend, whatever it is for you. That soulmate relationship is in the nighttime. You're trying to make it your soul wish, but it is not your soul wish. You're trying again. And trying is a bullshit word. It either is or it isn't. You do it or you don't. Trying is bullshit. With the Five of Wands, this is huge conflicts. This is arguments. This is other people getting involved now. It's beyond just you and a counterpart, if that's the case. The holidays might be explosive. And I think you're going to instantly start regretting it. Because last time the universe took 5 months to hit you with the big fuck you stick. Now it only took a month and a half, 2 months. The universe is like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Get out of your head. Get out of your head, Aries. Get into your heart space. Stop doing what you think you're supposed to do. And just feel and trust your truth. The truth that you don't ever want to feel this way anymore. You don't want to get hit with surprises from the divine that fucking suck. You don't want to be arguing with people. It sucks. You don't want to be drained. It sucks. You don't want to be stressed out. It sucks. The universe is like, what are you doing? You keep choosing pain. You keep choosing bullshit. Why? Why? The universe is teaching you how to discern, how to stop defending what is not worth it. Pain isn't worth it. Stress isn't worth it. The program will tell you it's a part of life, and that's bullshit. It's bullshit. This is what the universe is trying to drum home to you because you didn't learn it in 2019. Didn't learn it in 2018. Didn't learn it in 2017 when these cycles kicked off. The universe is trying to help you lay a solid new foundation that is worth it. That is worth defending, that is worth keeping. It's a life worth living with people worth keeping around, that don't stress you out, but that support you 110%. How much bullshit are you going to swallow? How much pain do you want to take? How much? When are you going to be kinder to yourself? When are you going to have more compassion for yourself and release control? It doesn't have to be the way you think. Victory comes with a shift in perspective when you rise from the ashes and blow the facade, the fake, I can do this even though it sucks, bullshit out of the water. Come to your own defense, Aries. What do you deserve? Do you deserve pain? Do you deserve it? Because my answer to you is no one does. It doesn't matter what any past version of you created from an unhealed state. It only matters what you choose to deserve in your healed, shifted perspective that you are worthy of peace. That you are worthy of peace. This is about self-mastery and becoming the master builder of your life. What foundation are you laying for the rest of your life? What is your truth? Call in Ascended Master Hilarion to help guide you. Throw on meditations for the heart chakra, for the throat chakra, for the solar plexus chakra so that you can learn to love your truth and your authenticity and feel confident in moving forward with it. Be kind to you, Aries. Insight, foresight like this is priceless, because this message can resonate with you right now and you'd be like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm choosing better for myself now. I'm not going to miss that window in February because my fears got the best of me in January. I'm not missing that fucking window. And that opportunity that I presented to the wrong person in March, I'm going to give it to the right person instead. And if I got to lose this or sacrifice that or let this go because it doesn't fucking matter, the universe will bring into my experience and my alignment anything that I need because I'm in trust of my truth. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. Aries, if you have not liked and subscribed to the channel yet, please do, because I look very forward to being able to guide you each month throughout the rest of the year of 2020. I look forward to being able to help you. If you want more from me outside of just YouTube, my information's in the description. You can find me on Facebook and the Ascension team, the Greater Holistic Community. God knows I post all the time. You can send me friend requests. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here for you throughout this process. And if you need to refer back to this video at some point during the year, it will be underneath my playlists. The playlist tab on YouTube, I have a special one just for Aries. This way you don't have to go skimming through all of my videos. You could just click the playlist for Aries and it'll be there for you. As a reminder of this huge lesson. Okay? Much love and support sent your way, Aries. Divine Rebel Racey signing off. Until next time, love each other, and most importantly, love yourself. Take care.